You're obviously very, very upset about that.
Obviously. We found a way. I keep saying the same thing. Every game we're involved in is always by the odd goal. But we seem to find a way of losing the game. It wasn't a great day for football. It wasn't no pitch. Every credit, got it on. Been loads of rain. Done some okay stuff first half. Knew exactly what was coming with regards to the ball onto Big John Akinde, who I've come up against for years. Good at what he does. Everything goes through him. And our Achilles heel with regards to defending our box reared its head, and a deep free kick in. We lose the first phase, we lose the second phase. Akinde gets all it, sets it up. Lads, good strike by the lads, to be fair to him, but let's look over it again where we can get a block in, etc. But the matter is that it's a ball in our box. We haven't headed it clear. I thought Akinde, where you could see all his experience, his know-how, buying fouls, getting hold of the ball, getting up the pitch, and I think he had a good day in that regards. So I think he gets to grips with it. Bounce back, some okay stuff, couple of opportunities, good goal, get yourself on level terms. Second half, obviously they've got the win, they're throwing a few balls into our box. A couple of little scary moments with, again, Akinde getting up and getting on the end of things. But then we make a change in formation, because the game looked dead. We've had a massive game on Tuesday. Lads look a little bit tired. Sometimes you get caught in between a change in a winning side. We made a couple of changes today, one through injury, a couple of big decisions that I've had to make, and I accept responsibility for that. But I think we have the two best chances to go 2-1 up with Devante Rodney, and the keeper smother it, go round them or get it underneath them or whatever. And then a fantastic move when we changed the shape. Great flow move, great play. I think it was Liam Kelly just set it right into the path of James Ball, and you're thinking, great, go and put that in, and that's us then. I think we're home and dry. I think because of the momentum that we've built over the last 3 games, we're at home, the crowd up. You can see when they got their goal, then obviously they run the clock down, the crowd are up. There's a lot of disappointment, there's a lot of negativity, there's a lot of concern around our camp, on and off the field, which is natural. But we go from a situation of potentially being 2-1 up to losing the game to a mistake, an honest mistake. Again, I've not seen it. Someone just said to me in the room there that when the ball is struck from 30 yards, whatever, it's routine. But unfortunately for Jake, it's been loads of rain, and one of the worst areas is the goal mouths, and it looks like it apparently just hasn't bounced up. It's just died, and when it's landed, it's just gone P-roll straight under him when he's expecting the bounce in the shot. But that seems to be where we are at the minute. I don't think it's a game that we deserve to lose. We have done, but we can't keep saying the same thing. I keep saying the same thing, coming out here to speak to you fellas around, found a way to lose. Odd goal, didn't deserve it, but we have.
But if you'd come away with a point, that would have been 4 unbeaten, and you've picked up ground on some of those around you.
If all the time, ifs and buts. I've just said that. We're 3 unbeaten before today. We're unbeaten in 2023. It doesn't matter. 3 draws and a win. It's 6 points. 6 points is 2 wins from your first 4 games. That's the form that you need. But we've took 5, unfortunately. We haven't stayed unbeaten. It's all ifs and buts. We shouldn't lose the game today, but we have. And yeah, obviously it'll lie with Jake with regards to the mistake that's made. But at the other end, we've got opportunities. I can't really remember too much there. I know if, again, the way they play, anywhere it go, on the pitch, if there's a foul, we speak about silly fouls, and that was typical of us at the end. Ill-disciplined. When they're trying to run the clock down, we give them 3 or 4 fouls just to let them take the sting out the game. While it's 1-1, we give a couple of cheap fouls away and opportunities, to put the ball in our box. And for the majority, we defended it quite well today. First goal, obviously, we never. That was more first, second phase, and set off to someone to slam it in from the edge of the box. But you come away losing the game, and you're just baffled by it. It's just football, typical. Just you have all that feel-good factor from Tuesday, and as you say, you go into the game, and at the very least, I said upstairs before and speaking to the hospitality, very least, you stay unbeaten. and we should stay unbeaten. But it's easy to blame one person.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is the thing. I mean, the supporters will look at it and they will blame the goalkeeper, but you have great deal of sympathy for him.
100%. You know, he's come in, he's been here before. It's what it could have happened to Rich, it could happen to anyone. It could happen. You'll probably see it up and down the country. It's one of them things where, I mean, I haven't seen it back, but what I'm being told is when it's hit and it drops, it doesn't bounce up. And he's probably got his hands on. I'm not a specialised goalkeeper coach, but he's probably got his hands expecting that slight bounce into him, and as it is, it's hit the ground and just no bounce because of the walls look goal mouths, and it's just slipped underneath him. So he's an honest kid. It's a mistake that can be made by anyone. So we lose the game.
It's always a shame when it's the goalkeeper, isn't it?
Yeah, you lose it. Well, that's the thing. There's a lot of pressure on goalkeepers. A centre half myself. The centre forwards get the big bucks, but they're all right if they miss one or two because there's always the next one. But if you make a mistake at the back line or your goalkeeper, usually it leads to a goal, and you've got to hold be held responsible for that one mistake that ultimately loses the game. But it can't all lie with him. I don't think it was a great second half performance. I don't think it was a great game. I think we played better, you know, other times, much better at times, and you could see coming here when the rain comes down, the pitch cuts up, who we're coming up against. You know, it was a trade-off with regards to, you know, matching up with the formations, our 3 against their 2, their 3 against our 2, 3v3 in the middle, wing back against wing back. But second half when they had the wind and they got on top and we weren't playing particularly well, we seemed to have a lull from 45 minutes onwards. And whether that was because of the big effort that they put in the other day and obviously the heavy ground, etc., you know, they put a lot of hard work in this last week, and we've been on grass train, we've been on AstroTurf train, we've travelled to Bradford, we've had the emotions of the game and all that. Looking back, sometimes you think, well, should have made probably 5 or 6 changes to get fresh legs in, but I think we changed it at the right time. We got 3 or 4 bodies on at once. Obviously there was the concussion one with Adi, and as I say, we had those opportunities, the big ones, you know, the Bentley one-on-one, the keeper, ball he clean through, keeper the beat, just go nestle it in the bottom corner. So although Jake will, you know, hold his hand up and say it's a mistake, genuine mistake, honest mistake, that's our luck at the minute. That's where we're at. We have opportunities to get 2-1 in front and go and see the game up, but as it is, well, we don't defend our box well enough and we make a critical error. Or, you know, last week it was a poor foul we gave away against Newport and opportunities to put it in our box. So that's where we're at the minute. It's very, very frustrating, disappointing. And as I say, it's another game ticked off where you go, how have we lost that? Didn't deserve to lose it, but we have.
Jim, Femi missing out, was that injury?
Yeah, Femi missed out. He's got a thigh injury, so he'll be coming. Thought he was quite positive. He's played there before. Femi shouldn't be too long. You know, it's more, you know, the Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday scenario. He just couldn't get him right. We failed the fitness test before the game, so but that's why you need a squad. That's, you know, my job is to try and get the most and freshen up when we need to. And in hindsight, you could have turned around and said, well, you know, if we knew we were going to have that second half performance with regards to heavy legs, etc., or anyone carrying any little niggles, we probably should have made a couple of subs area. But it is what it is. But Femi will be back in the squad next week.